his income when asking for the dowry amount. So that's going to be based on you, sweetie. That's going to be based on you and your man and the vetting that you've done. So before you get married, I would assume that you know how much is in his investments account, what his debt is, what are his monthly going ins and coming outs. All of these things need to be figured out. If you haven't figured, and this is a good question, Brianna, so thank you for bringing this up. So if you haven't figured all that out before you're asking for money, allowance, bride prices, be prepared to hear no. Be prepared to hear no. You need to figure all this stuff out before you go in and ask for a house. You're asking a man a house. You're asking a man for a house who has alimony, who has child support, who's living paycheck to paycheck. You guys think I'm joking? I literally have a client who when she came to me, she broke up with a man who was making $450,000 a year. Great income, chef's kiss on the income. Okay, very, very above average income. But he was literally living paycheck to paycheck to the point where he asked her for a loan, to the point where he asked her for money for his rent. Somebody who's bringing in, $450,000 a year? $50K a month-ish? My math ain't mathing right now, but y'all know what I mean. A lot of money per month, and you still have to borrow money. What does that mean? You got debts. You got first wife debts, alimony. You got child support. If you don't have child support, you got kids in college support. So that's another thing that you guys need to ask this. And I'm going to tell you, if you guys want to know, gambling, people have addictions too, exactly. Drugs, right? All that stuff. All the things that you need to vet for. How do you vet? You need to use my vetting questions. Let me tell y'all what number it is because I forgot. Number 7 on your vetting questions. What else? Number 15 on your vetting questions. Number 29 in your vetting questions. 30 in your vetting questions. 32 in your vetting questions. 33 in your vetting questions. I mean, I have a lot of vetting questions to where you should be able to find. This is what I made this book for, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I made this book for, is to vet for these things so that it sets you up to be able to ask for your gifts. So it sets you up to be able to ask for your bride price. So it sets you up to be able to know what you're getting yourself into. So there's no excuses, ladies. There's no excuses. Okay, we should be able to know all these things just from reading this book. Yes, let me pin this comment. Ask these questions. Ask these questions. Okay, we need to know these things. Is it rude to ask his income? No, it's not. Prenups, if it benefits you. If I'm signing a prenup, guys, y'all the prenup better really guarantee you something. There better be a cheating clause in there. And, again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a financial advisor, but this is what I do. And, whatchamacallit? What was I gonna say? Fuck, I hate having ADHD. Oh my God. What the fuck was I gonna say? It literally left. It left. It exited the chat. That's fucked up. That is so embarrassing. It left the chat. I have no fucking idea. I know we were talking about prenups. I just don't remember what I was about to say. I was about to say something really good too. It'll come to me though. Fuck. Excuse my language. How do you get on a provider's will? You have to build an emotional connection with him. You got to be his woman. You're not just gonna put you on a will on the first date, girl. Just talk to your guys' attorneys about it. If I think about it, then I'll let y'all know. But I know in the state of California, both both people, both parties, however you want to say it, husband, wife, they both need their own attorneys. Okay, and they both draft up, what it is they want. And then, if you kind of have your discussions back and forth, and then you get that signed over. I used to love you so much till I saw that you support Trump. Well, then don't love me no more. Fuck out of here. Majority of the USA voted for him. So, fuck out of here. Simple. It's real simple. Anything else before we move on? Cool. Bringing up politics. Bringing up politics when I'm talking about betting. If you don't like me, quit clocking in. I'm not clocking into you. The fuck? Then you don't like the USA then. My boyfriend didn't get a son. Oh, my boyfriend didn't get my son a present for his birthday. We've been together on and off for like 9 months. Well, girl, you being on and off with him for 9 months should already told you something wrong there. Okay? Period. Exactly. On and off is situationship. He makes slightly less than you, but make sure you're taken care of. Then what? Then you have to treat him. If you want to date him, you got to still treat him like a king, girl. It don't matter if they make less than you as long as they're paying the bills. A lot of y'all make a lot of money as women. A lot of you guys make a lot of money as women. I don't think you guys realize that. Have fear of cutting guys off quick. Okay, so you have to understand, girly, that these ain't your man. If they acting a fool, oh, hold on, we got people answering my questions. Let's block. Give me a second. Hi, I got a date because of you. Yes, Imani. Let me see your picture, girl. Yes, queen. Okay. Your advice has saved me. Yes. I love that. You're welcome, guys. Would you stay with a lower income provider who is young and still building himself? If he's a provider, that's all that I heard. All the other stuff, cool. As long as he's providing. If he's not providing, then it's time for me to go. But you guys have to realize, like, if they're providing, that's where you need to stay. Because there are men that have way more income than your man probably that will not even buy you dinner. Okay, they'll buy you, they'll want to take you on coffee dates, and they make $400,000. I just told you guys I had a client come to me whose man was making $450,000 and he was asking her for money. So income does not matter. Okay, it's 2025. Whoever's willing to pay the bills, has a savings, treats you right, that's who you need to go with. Girl, he's a provider, but he's searching his ex sneaky link. What's your perspective? Be honest. He's not over her. You need to move on. Get what you can, get enough money and go. Can I ask for money? We're not in a relationship yet. Yes. As long as it's not on the first date or before the first date, yes, you can. Wants to buy me a second car. Should it be in his name or both? It should be in your name, fully paid off. Because these men can get real spiteful, ladies, when you don't do what they say. Don't have these men buy you anything that can be repossessed, that can be claimed as stolen. And anything that any man buys you, make sure that it is in writing that he bought it for you. Screenshot that, save that shit, favorite that shit, because they straight up say you stole from them. These men can say you stole the car. These men, I mean, they can go crazy on trying to get in you. And there have been girls that have went to jail behind gifts, behind anything. Okay? Learned this lesson before, yeah. Should you pick your own ring? How to tell him you want to. Send him rings that you like and say, wow, this would be so beautiful on my hand. What if they're providing but not committing? Take the money, put them on the back burner, and keep circling through your roster using my 60-day dating guide. Okay? Keep circling through your roster using my 60-day dating guide. And find the man that wants to commit while taking his money. If he doesn't want to commit, that's a him problem. That's not a you problem. Continue to benefit. Continue to reap the benefits. That's a him problem. You don't want to commit. You don't want to secure your investment. Cool. Right? Yes, Imani, do you have audiobooks? No, Kathleen. These are not, Kathleen, these are not like novels. These are not like, long books. These are guides to help you in dating. They're like workbooks. Okay, they're not really like books like, once upon a time in a far, far away land. Like, no, these are like, if you want to get down to business, purchase a book and let's get it going. Y'all know how I am. Let's get it going. If you want results, get you a book, read the description. Okay, if that fits what you want to get done, accomplish, read the book, pick it up, use the tips, apply, and watch the magic happen. Every time they send me money, they cut me off after. Perfect. They're doing you a favor. Less men to have to fucking respond to and pour out your energy to. Take the money and go. Love the 60-day dating guide. It's very to the point. Yes, girl. Because we got to get this stuff done. A lot of times, guys, you guys like fluff. You guys like fluff. You guys like reading BS. No. If you want actions, get the books. If you're ready to change your life, get the books. If you're ready to follow the directions, get the books. Okay? No time to play. Straight to it, right? We've been playing for years as women with these men. We've been playing enough. Aren't y'all sick and tired of playing? Let's get it done. Let's get what we deserve. Let's get to the results. Period. What's a reasonable monthly allowance? Tally up all of your monthly expenses and double it. That's a reasonable monthly allowance. That gives you an extra wiggle room. Give you an extra wiggle room. Thank you, Leticia. Yes, I'm not a little girl anymore and I'm a mom. Period, queen. I heard that. Right? I can't tell y'all a reasonable amount because like a number amount, because you guys live in different states. You guys have different mortgages, rents, kids, incomes. I mean, the men make different incomes. So it's like, I don't know what you guys need. What do coffee dates? I don't think about them at all, sweetheart. I got coffee right here. Cheers. Yummy. Yummy. If you're pregnant and he wants you to abort suddenly, what do? Call the police, because he's a killer. That is a straight up killer. Call the popo. I buy my own coffee daily. I'm all set. Yeah, you know what? If he wants to do coffee dates so bad, say, you know what? That is such a good idea. Here's a Starbucks. Send him the Starbucks website or Dutch Bros website, wherever you like to get your coffee, and say they have some really good deals on gift cards. So, you can go ahead and grab me a gift card and I'll meet you there with the gift card. Grab the gift card and go home. But show up. Make sure you show up looking a hot ass mess so he never asks another woman on a coffee date ever again. Don't show up looking all cute. Show up bonnet. Show up boxer shorts. Ripped t-shirt. Teach him about a coffee date. Teach him about the dangers of a coffee date. He'll never want to go on a coffee date again. Ever. Yes, good job, Alexa. That's what it's made for, girl. Good job. You're actually using it the way you need to. Should I ignore that he lacks communication and emotional intelligence, but he provides? If you're able to do that, sweetie, and you're focused on the money, then that shouldn't be an issue. But if you want a long-term relationship, then I feel like that's not going to work, because if you can't communicate, it's going to be really hard to even get provided for, right? Like every relationship, friendship requires communication. You know what I mean? So that is something that I do want to point out to you guys, is like, if you can, but I feel like if you're asking me that question, then it probably shows that you can. The date I'm going on, he said he's bringing me a gift. Is this a sign of a provider? Yes and no. Yes and no. It's the sign of a generous person, but I wouldn't automatically say he's a provider. Okay, I wouldn't automatically say he's a provider. Some men bring gifts to dates because they have ulterior motives. So what I'm trying to say is, don't just bring your guard down because, oh, he got me a gift. Vetting still needs to be done. These questions still need to be asked. Okay, make sure that you guys are still going through it doesn't matter how these men act. You guys go through your same processes every single time. Okay? I dropped my mic. Shit. Sorry. Girl, I feel trapped. He got me pregnant and was always so sweet and takes care of me. What? And I saw that sea. He saw that sea. And I saw that search. Are you guys married? Irish Brazil, stop it. Stop it right now. Are y'all married? That's what I want to know. How do you feel about wine dates as a first date? That might be cheaper than a coffee date. You know, some of these wineries, you don't even have to pay to wine taste. That might be cheaper than a coffee date, guys. A winery date. Dates that you should do when you already know this man invests into you and this man's a provider. Other coaches are trying to push the coffee date thing. Well, welcome to my coaching. I don't care what other coaches have to say. I don't want their life. I go to another coach page. I say, ooh, let me get up out of here. I see another coach's husband. I say, ooh, let me get out of here. I see another coach's living situation. Ooh, let me get out of here. It's negativity in my phone. I be blocking them. Is it acceptable to go back with a man you used? Hold on. Is it acceptable to go back with a man you used to see if he got therapy and increased his money? No, I think you need the therapy, baby girl. If he fails one of the vetting questions, should I keep vetting him? No, he's done. Vanessa. It's a one size fits all. Okay? He needs to pass all the vetting questions, because guys, these vetting questions are light. These are light. If you can't answer these, we don't need to be speaking. You don't even need to be in my circle. For real. Should I keep my options open? What's your opinion on boyfriends? Boyfriends are cool to keep them calmed down, I guess. Keep them calmed down. But you should say, yes, you're my boyfriend, but still keep dating others. Mel, the vetting questions are essential, girl. That should have been your number one purchase, honestly. Because it really does help weed out the real from the fake. I'm telling you, these guys, that's what I wanted to tell you guys too. You guys don't realize that a lot of these guys have social media also. Okay? A lot of these guys have social media also. So they're coming on here and they're seeing like what it is that us women want. Oh, soft life is trending? Okay, perfect. Let me put that in my dating bio. I'm a provider, I'm a protector. It's so crazy. Of all the years that I've been going through dating apps, and I've now been coaching for 3 years, of all the years, even personally, me being in dating apps, I've never ever seen men, more than I have this year, start putting in their dating bios, I'm a provider, I'm a protector. Guys, they're shape-shifting. They're shape-shifting again to try to act like they're these providers, act like they're these protectors to get your walls down. They love throwing around the word generous now, provider, protector, because they're seeing that women want that. So if I just put that in my bio, oh, a girl's gonna match me real quick. Okay, a girl's gonna match me real quick, and she's gonna have her walls down. She's gonna be ready to go on dates. So guys, I don't care if they say they gave their last woman this much money, they did this for I don't care. You act like he is brand new and you didn't hear any of that, and you stick to your fucking vetting questions. Because I'm telling you right now, the men that say they're providers and protectors on their dating apps, it's giving something's fishy. And if they can't answer these vetting questions, that'll tell you right there, it's full of bullshit. Full of bullshit. Okay? You know what men were doing when the feminist movement, the boss babes was in, when every girl wanted to be a girl boss? You know what men were putting in their dating profiles? They were putting love independent women. I love a girl who's educated and doesn't need a man. I love an independent woman. So they're just shape-shifting into whatever else we want, and just saying that, but really they're not that. They're just saying whatever's trending. A lot of these guys have social medias too. So don't go off words, ladies. That's my thing. Go off actions. And if he's saying I love career women, please don't swipe on that man. Sounds about right. Can you tell us